Hey guys, Insightful Nerd back with another Marvel Legend review. Today we have the Deadpool and Wolverine, battle damage Wolverine. This is a part of the second wave from the movie. Of course, a big critique and the reason this exists is the first figure was the completed suit with the sleeves intact. Although when the movie did finally come out, we saw it was sleeveless for over half of it. And you had many people taking that original figure and customizing it, so they came out with this version. But I do appreciate them coming out with this one because I'm not a huge fan of customizing myself just because I have never done it before and don't really trust myself to do it good, I guess. Anyways, here's the front of the box, side of the box, the other side, the top of the box, and the back of the box. Here's a bit of a read up as well as on the bottom showing the rest of the figures in the wave. I only picked up the Wolverines and the Cowboy Deadpool. Just not too interested in the other ones and really just trying to buy the legends I actually care about, to be honest. Here's what the inside of the box looks like without the plastic sleeve on the inside. It is the same box style as the original wave from the movie. I do not have any of those boxes left over because that original wave was a year ago. They kind of screwed up by having the second wave be so late. I mean, the hype for the movie has died down entirely because, again, it's been 2 years, hasn't it? Holy fuck. Yeah, they're really late on this one. Regardless, let's get into the figure itself. Now, already, I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm looking at. Okay. I didn't think they'd actually do that. Damn it, that fucking blows. Okay, first critique immediately. You have this really nice battle damaging all throughout the suit, and even like dried blood from their fight in the Honda Odyssey. And throughout the scene, obviously, that's where the suit gets shredded to this point. And like, I haven't seen many promo pics for this figure. I honestly saw that they released the second wave, pre ordered the ones I wanted, and have just waited since. What? That is so fucking disappointing. Like, you didn't even try. There's nothing on the back. That is so fucking lazy. Because I saw a Reddit post earlier today, because everyone's been receiving their figures, and some dude took a rubbing alcohol. He removed all the battle damage, and I was wondering why he did that. Well, like they just didn't even bother on the backside. That's just fucking super lazy. And again, these were some of the figures where they upcharged, blaming tariffs, even when stuff started to go back down briefly. Like, Hasbro has stayed firm on leaving the fucking price up. So I actually canceled my pre-order from Hasbro and got it through Amazon because Amazon had it at 25. I almost want to go into comparisons first because this feels quite different. But yeah, the base body mostly the same compared to the original one. Obviously legs, mask, torso are all the same. The arms are entirely new and just looking at it, it's just better proportions. It matches Hugh Jackman's physique in the movie better. The original, I'll just grab it. The original one, his arms just look too slender. Are they a different shade of yellow? No. The battle damage just makes it look so much darker, and I really like that, but you get to the back and they're just the same. I don't even think there's any details that are different. Also, something I noticed about this one was the two boots are different. Like this one slopes down more. And then when I received these today, I noticed he has the same issue. And it's like there's an actual gap, meaning they just didn't push the peg in all the way when they were producing them. But you look at the promo pics for these figures and the new one that they're coming out with, which, short tangent, there's these versions. This one's been out for a year. This one is now officially out. Yesterday, it's the 3rd now, okay. 2 days ago on April 1st, they revealed and released on a pre-order for Target exclusive this suit, but the end of the movie when he's shirtless. I assumed it was an April Fool's joke because, one, we already have 2 versions of the same suit now. You don't need to do a third. 2, I just never expected them to do that version of the suit, and the fact that they actually released it on April 1st is crazy. And of course, it being a Target exclusive, that bitch was gone quick. I was looking at the subreddit; it was apparently gone within a couple hours, like all Target exclusives. But I didn't even end up checking till later in the day because I just assumed it was a joke. I saw it when I was at work and I was like, "Oh, that's funny," and just kept going, not thinking it was real. So that kind of sucks. I have to go figure out how I'm gonna get that figure now. Yeah, the gauntlets and everything are the same. They feel different though. This new one feels silky, like smoother, but it's just the same. Anyways, I shouldn't be doing comparisons. Um, that little foot thing just irritating me because like every single one of these I've seen has that same issue. So it's just like they fucked up the sculpt when making it or the mold or whatever, and just never bothered fixing it. So that's dumb. But yeah, I this would be one of the better Marvel Legend MCU figures for sure if they even bothered on the back. That's fucking stupid. Like I just assumed they would have done better. But just looking at the front, it looks nice. Let's get into accessories. Of course, you got a pair of claw hands. These are the same ones on the full version of the suit, and I believe the shirtless one, because he still has the gauntlets, I believe. A fist and like gripping slash like holding hand. I believe those are also the same ones that came with the original one. Double check real quick. Yes, those are identical to the one. And the two head sculpts. The one on the left came with the original figure. This new one on the right is brand new. So that's nice to see they made an original one. And glancing up at my brown suit from Deadpool and Wolverine, there's a new one for that one as well, but that one's got some other accessory issues. We'll address that Sunday. They did put some extra paint though, compared to the sleeved version, and add little streaks in the sewing pattern of it, which is cool. In general, just more detail, like the facial hair is even thicker. Or, I mean, it's the same mold, but like, or these are the same mold, but they put more paint or print or whatever they use for it. If I'm not mistaken, these are the same fake butterfly joints they put on all MCU figures. But let's quickly just get into articulation while we're at it. Arm goes up that high, elbow bends that far. As per usual, ankle pivot. All of them have wrist pivot. I'm not going to show that. It's standard at this point. Ab crunch that far forward, that far back. Waist joint in there, a little swivel. It's nice. The belt, same separate piece that it is on the original. Head goes that far up, that far down. Leg kicks that far forward, that far back, unless you want to, again, do some silly shit. Knee bends that far. There's a thigh cut. Unfortunately, no boot swivel. They could have easily done it with the way these boots are, a separate piece. They could have easily just put that in there, but they didn't. Not surprised. I don't know. I'm really bummed that there's nothing on the back. I was genuinely expecting that. Like, if they're going to go the battle damage route, at least do the bare minimum and cover all of it. They're notorious for skipping back detailing. Like, even the Weapon X, he's got the chest hair all over, and then you go to his back, and it's bald. It doesn't make any sense why they are just that cheap. And they're still wanting to charge more for figures, and yet they're reusing these same molds like 100 times now. But as far as the paint detailing that we do have, it does look very nice. You got the dried cuts on both arms. There's not much, but I'm glad they even put that there. Of course, they didn't go crazy with the blood because they would have had to make it an exclusive, similar to the Muse and Bullseye 2-pack. I don't know, that really fucking irritates me. That is so dumb. I think they are different colors. Maybe that's just my eyes fucking with me. They look like slightly different yellows. I don't know. The sleeve one looks slightly darker, which doesn't make sense. It should be the other way if they are different, but my eyes are probably just fucking with me. Again, though, those fake butterfly joints have like no wiggle. Like, I mean, I'm glad they're there. They do a little bit, I guess, but I wish they'd fully commit to actual butterfly joints rather than these just loose pieces like the Invincible Iron Man. This Wolverine is standing at 6.5 inches tall. And for a Deadpool and Wolverine comparison, here we have him with the original Deadpool and Wolverine from the first wave. This one doesn't fucking stand because of the way they molded his pants. But here he is next to that Logan, again from that first wave. I do like that they kept little details on the Logan, like the boots, but in the movie it's very clear his shirt's buttoned up and he's wearing the full suit. I don't know why. It's probably just concept art, but it doesn't really make sense. Also, he's like significantly taller, which doesn't make sense. Him wearing his suit would shrink him down that much. They should have made him at least the same height, but I'm sure it's just because they reuse these legs because they're pinned from someone else. These legs fucking suck though. Like there's no ankle mobility. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. For a Tiger Stripe Wolverine comparison, here we have him with the X-Men 97 Wolverine and the 85th anniversary Wolverine. These are two of the best Wolverines that they've released. Of course, they tend to do better with the comic-based figures compared to the MCU figures. I still appreciate the details they put in the sculpts for the MCU figures, but God, that paintwork is just so fucking irritating. For an MCU comparison, here we have them with some characters we will never see together. The Infinity Saga 85th Iron Man, or Mark 85 Iron Man, and the Thunderbolts 2-pack US Agent. I would be shocked if we see any of these characters interact in a Doomsday or Secret Wars. I know I'm griping on the paint quite a bit in this video, but I genuinely just was not expecting that amount of just lack of effort. This was the Weapon X I was talking about. I've done a video on this. It's very old. I fucking hate that video. Both of them have detailing on the front. He's got mild bits of hair on the front. Go to the back, it is completely fucking blank. Same story here, you know, beautiful battle damaging all throughout. Looks nice. It's like, really, that fucking sucks. And just a small gripe with the movie in general. I know the whole reason he even wore the sleeves on the suit is because Hugh Jackman had a skin cancer scare, or maybe even got it treated, or I don't remember the whole story, which is why he wore the sleeves when they were filming outside. But when they did eventually remove the sleeves, why didn't they keep the shoulder pads? When you're doing a Tiger Stripe Wolverine, the blue shoulder pad sticking off of it is one of the more iconic parts of it. Similar to the brown suit, just having it draped down over the shoulders. So even though this is one of my favorite MCU suit adaptations, I still have so many gripes with it. That's a video for another day. So yeah, that is my review for the Wolverine from the Deadpool and Wolverine Wave 2. My final thoughts, don't pay the $28 they're asking for it now. Do what I did and get it from Amazon. If they still have it at that price, I think it bumped back up. I believe Target still has the entire wave for $25, which is more fair. From what I've noticed, this whole wave is kind of lacking with accessories. Like a huge issue. I'm just going to address this now. I'm going to address it in the video anyways. The brown suit, the main issue with that one is it's a beautiful body. In the movie, we never see it with the mask on. They don't give us an unmasked head. They give us the alternate neck piece to swap it out, but then you don't have the fucking head. What are we doing? That's so lazy. We'll get into that later though. I don't know. Just a little bit bummed. I'm glad to have this figure though. Just was not expecting that to be the issue I run into. God, that fucking is so dumb. I guess there might be a video in the future of me customizing it and adding some mild wear and tear on the back. Maybe even the arms a bit, because they look pristine besides the little cuts they added in there. So yeah, moral of the story, don't pay full price. I believe Target still has it for $25. I'll be sure to add something, maybe a link in the description, I don't know. But thank you very much for watching. I'm currently working my way towards 100 subscribers. It would mean a lot if you would subscribe or at least watch some other videos. When we do hit 100, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Legendary Rider series Toy Biz Hulkbuster in 16 days, apparently, give or take. I will have had this for a year, so it'd mean a lot if I could finally get this open. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Peace.